Welcome back to Intentionally Living with the Padilla Family Homestead. Today we are making snowflakes. So I'm going to flip this camera around and I'm going to show you how to do it up close, and then Emily and I will finish this out showing you some different types of snowflakes and how they turn out when you open them.
Okay, so to make the snowflake, you're going to take a piece of computer paper and you're going to fold up that bottom corner and line up the edges, creating a square is what we're trying to do. So you want to square off that triangle, and we are going to cut off that extra strip across the top, which will leave us with a square. And then you are going to fold your square in half. And you're going to want to do a pretty strong crease here. You want a sharp crease at the bottom. And then when you go to fold this up, it's about 2/3 of the way. Before you crease it really deeply, I would kind of line it up and see where the back lines up. So you're going to want to crease the front and then fold over that back portion and then do a hard crease on it, keeping it in place. And then you're going to see by my thumb right there, there's that lower portion of the folds. You want that on the outside so you know where to cut. And you're going to cut straight across there. And then you get to start making your designs. At this point, you get to create your snowflake. And if you do deeper cuts, if you have more spaces or gaps or cuts throughout the snowflake, it's going to be an airier snowflake. And if you have a lot more paper showing and not a lot of cuts, it's going to be a more solid snowflake. You'll see examples of this towards the end. We're going to show you what these look like when we open them up. And then also you can decide how large of a snowflake and what the center of your snowflake looks like. I really like how the airy versions of these turn out. I like a lot more gaps and then solid paper, but I am going to create a couple just to show you. So again, let's show you how to do the folding portion. So you're going to bring that corner up. To try to square out that triangle, you're going to cut off the extra strip up at the top. And then you'll open back up your triangle there, creating your square, and you're going to fold it in half, creating a rectangle. You're going to take that bottom corner and you're going to bring it up about 3/4 of the way. I'm definitely doing it too close to the middle there. Let's try that again. There you go. That's why we don't do a hard crease right away. And you flip it over and fold the other side up. And we will create a hard crease here in just a second. There you go. And then you're going to fold it in half, keeping that lower edge pointed on the outside so you know where to cut, and you're going to cut it off. And then you would go ahead and make your design.
Okay, so we've got a few of these cut up, and you can see there's a whole variety. We have lots of sideways lines in here. We've got arched, not a whole lot missing. We got a tiny one. We got some fringe going on. We got another funky one right here. And another funky one. So the thing to remember, we're going to open all of these so you can kind of have an idea when you go to make yours what you're going to get. So the thing to remember is when you're folding these, when you go to cut them, that you are keeping pieces connected. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a bunch of triangles or a half a snowflake. So each side has to have pieces that are connected. The other thing is that this cut down here on the tip is the center of your snowflake. So whatever, if you wanted to have a jagged center, if you want it to be solid, if you wanted just a little hole, whatever it is, however you cut that's going to change that. So this will be the first one I go ahead and open. And you can see, you just unfold it till it gets to a half circle. And then you open it all the way up. So you can see the jagged in the middle. You can kind of see, I think the camera's picking up the fringe on it right here. It's kind of fun. So now at this point, I like to lay this in a book flat, or perhaps set a book on it on the table, something to flatten it out. The other thing you can do is use glitter. Let the kids put glitter and glue on this, however you want to do it. I mean, you could do this with construction paper. I think it would be a lot harder to get even
because it's so many layers.
Cuts. Yeah, it's super thick. You have to really press each layer super tight for it to work well. So this is one example of a snowflake. Emily, why don't you open another one?
Okay.
I'll make sure which one it was.
This funky one.
Okay.
Let's see.
Very cool. And then this one has the deep V in the top.
Dude, that one turned out cool.
Kind of fun, right? So I could have left the middle of this solid, and this would be a fun one to put names on, because there's a lot of
open area.
Yeah, so that could be fun too if you would leave the middle solid to do something along those lines.
And then we got this one. Fun. So this one I did on purpose. You can kind of see some of the designs. You've got the heart, you've got a diamond, you've got the jagged marks right here, and then I just did a slant, a slice off the bottom. And that gives you... That totally looks like a Queen of Hearts type of...
Yeah, it gives you the hearts and the diamonds. It's kind of good for a winter poker theme. So you have that. And then doing it smaller, all you do when you do it smaller is when you have your triangle, you just cut it down. So this one... stuck together.
I know that's how my first one was. I was like,
it's the fringe does that.
Yeah. I did fringe on both of mine. Oh, that one's cute.
So there you go.
It's a baby.
So you can use these to hang them. Just hang them around if you wanted to. You could decorate a tree with them. You could do, we did the paper clips there.
Not paper clips.
Clothespin.
Yeah.
And then you could tape it to a window or walls or however you want to do it. But this is a really fun craft to do with kids. It's fun as an adult too. And then it's just like real life snowflakes. No one snowflake is identical to the other. Each one is going to be folded slightly different. Each one's going to have slightly different cuts. So they all have their own kind of personality. I do highly suggest doing glitter on it.
My husband is not a huge glitter fan, so we are not glittering these this year. But it is going to be fun. We're going to hang them up by the fireplace here. So just wait till the end of this, and we'll flip this over and show you all the different snowflakes on the wall. Let me know if you've made these before and what's your favorite material to make them out of. I really believe the computer paper is awesome, cheap, and easy. So we hope you guys are having a great holiday season. Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you guys next time.